Samaton ayang marching like a kuni song. Hang on, ching the kubam ya, young boy, long boy, sa go get on, watching him. Sagal to fang lumber, sa go get on, watching him. Sagal to fang lumber, sa hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni song. Samaton ayang Samaton ayang marching like a kuni song. Hang on, ching the kubam ya, young boy, long boy, sa go get on, watching him. Sagal to fang lumber, sa go get on, watching him. Sagal to fang lumber, sa hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni song. Samaton ayang Hawai thang pa khoi da lu mi puk mi hing ting jan du lai se ban samaton mu thar ki ba male ma se karam no lai sem nung sem ya da roi Atiana sem kiva koyong koi jinong dagi ching marting toy toy bana samanon ha do natte nandi puto na ba natte laurang su ba sa hu ye na lan so mai yok sani lam je la khurup yang ba sa ha da samaton na yang marching like a kuni sa ha da samaton na yang Samaton ayang marching like a kuni hai ngang ching the khu bam ya yang go đi bờ lang go sa câu ge nang mo ching le mơ sa cơ tu phang lam bờ sa câu ge nang mo ching le mơ sa cơ tu phang lam bờ sa hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni samaton ayang hoi thang pa phoi da lu mi puk mi hing ting da lu du ngai se ban samaton bu thar ki ba mali ma se karam no lai sem nung sem ya da roi Tiana sim kiva koyong koi jinong dagi jing marting toy toy bana samanon pa kudo natte nandi puto na ba natte laurang su basa huye na lan so mai yok sani lam jela kurup yang basa hot samaton na yang marting like ki kuni sa hot samaton na yang na awa bungam kiba langoi nang gina pan na lan ngam hira thet kiba aram bai gi kutsu na mai tai na awa bungam kiba langoi nang gina pan na lan ngam hira thet kiba kunung say sak say rul si phao ba say thali kunung say sak say rol nga si phao ba say thali hot samaton ayang marching like ki kuni sa hot samaton ayang ba Sanama koyum lai gi hak tak tay ngasi phao ba kai dari malim sina khang khiba mai tay sa gol na pa ni anang to na ching mu na sa gol kang jai sanama koyum lai gi hak tak tay ngasi phao ba kai dari malim sina khang khiba mai tay sa gol na pa ni hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni sa hai ngang ching the khu pham ya yang go đi bờ lang go sa câu ge nang mo ching le mơ sa cơ tu phang lam sa câu ge nang mo ching le mơ sa cơ tu phang lam sa hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni sa hot samaton ayang yoi bu yo hen tali ba san nau na pang gan ba nong shi bi yo sa gol bu thau jan bi yo ma khoi bu yoi bu yo hen tali
I request the mounted umpires to kindly call in the players so that we can start a match. I request the players to be mounted. We can start a match in a while. Conducting umpires for today is Mr. Pradeep Kumar from Manipur and Harry Checker. Yes, Jack, as well, he was saying that it was a very long journey, and we have been trying to get in touch with the England team. Very fortunately, we had been communicating with the HPA, and we were very we are very fortunate that the Hurling Polo Association has decided that from this very HPA will send the team as United Kingdom. We are so happy as organizer of this Manipur Polo International to have the team as United Kingdom. So how was your journey, and what was the basic interesting thing that you found in Manipur?
Well, it was a particularly long journey, but once I got to India, I was hit mostly by the heat. I've come from a place where it's probably 0 degrees at the moment, so it's been quite a contrast. If we could welcome all the players onto the pitch, please, so we can commence the game. If everyone could line up, please, so we can commence. Umpires, if you could be so kind as to herd the players onto the pitch.
Please line up, because today's dignitary has just arrived, and we would be we would start the game in a while. Yeah, Jack, as I was saying, that it was a long journey, and we are very happy to hear. We are very happy to have the United Kingdom team in Manipur. The relationship between Manipur from, of course, some couple of hundreds of years ago, it's unique, and we are being reconnected with the game of polo.
Absolutely. It's a great honour to be here, and there is a great reputation of Manipuri polo in the UK. So we're very flattered to be invited.
Nasigi humni chanba numit November gi tang kunga mari English ngani kuni thoi gi formal function asigi kai khunna jariba Chief Guest Shri Yumnam Khemchan Singh, Honorable Minister Mahut RD NPR Manipur Taram Nokchari, mathang de kai khunna jariba President L Susindro Singh, Honorable Minister PHED CAF and PD Taram Nokchari. Mathang the guest of honor oina mathang sitna Shri S Rajan Singh, Deputy Chairman Manipur State Planning Authority amati Shri S Kunjakeshwar Singh, Chairman Manichon Pumnamakpu Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association gi mahut senjaraga taram nokchari thagapa phongdokchari. Ahan bada ikai khunajari basingi mafam dai koina langzariba lengyan tamadi beach lanthopina bagidamakta nolokna hangachari Srimati T S Thoinu Devi, Member Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association. Taram Nokchari, respected Chief Guest Shri Yumnam Khemchan Singh, Honorable Minister Mahut RD and PR Manipur, and we welcome you, sir. Our respected President of today's function, Shri L Susindro Singh, Honorable Minister PHED, CAF and PD. Mathanda ikai khunna jariba masigi thoram masigi guest of honor oina lengshin biriba Shri S Rajan Singh, Deputy Chairman Manipur State Planning Authority, madi kai khumnajariba Honorable MLA Patsoi Assembly Constituency Shri Kangjeibung Singh taram nokchari thagat pa phongdokchari. Akoina langjariba lengyana madi page khudol tamchaduna ikai khumna boucher kraba matungda koket ama ikai khumna jariba mithunglen singi mafamda lanthok pinabagi damakta nolukna hangachari ahanbada Shri S.S. Umananda Sharma Honorary Secretary Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association ikai khumna jariba ngasigi thoram asigi chief guest ki mafamda koket asima khudol tambikani. Mathangda nolukna hangachari Shri K. Dhanachandra Sharma Honorary Secretary Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association ikai khumnajaribana thoramasibu preside tobiriba Shri L. Susindro Singh Honorable Minister PHED CAF and PD gi mafamdasu kokena sima ikai khumnajabuloinana khudol tambigani. Mathangda ikai khumnajariba Shri T. Devakishore Joint Secretary Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association busu nolukna hangachari ikai khumnajariba Guest of Honor Shri S. Rajan Singh Deputy Chairman Manipur State Planning Authority gi mafamda koketama khudol tambinabagi damakta nolukna hangachari Shri T. Devakishore Joint Secretary Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association. Mathangda nolukna hangachariba Banabanta Ngangom ikai khumnajariba Honorable MLA Patsoi Assembly Constituency Shri Kangjeibung Singh ki mafamda Banabanta Ngangomna koketama khudol tambiri ikai khumnaba uchari. Mathangdana Portlandba lakpiribi ini indon imai Bill Singh lingkhat pirakna baidamakta nolukna hangachari. Ikai khumnajariba ngasigi thoram asigi Chief Guest President amadi Guest of Honor Singna Portland ba lakpiriba si taram nokpi nabagi damaktasu nolukna hangachari. Thagat pa phongdokchari thoram masi makha chathajarapo oina ngasigi thoram masigi Chief Guest oina lingshin biriba Shri Yumnam Khemchan Singh Honorable Minister Mahud RDN PR na sana baling birakliba mapalamdagi lakpiriba khwaipum namakpusu pugning thogat piramnaba madi ngasigi thoram masigi athoiba mithunglengi warol thambiramnaba nolukna hangachari. Would like to request our respected Chief Guest of today's function, Shri Yumnam Khemchan Singh, Honorable Minister Mahud RD and PR, to address the gathering.
Hello. Good afternoon. I extend my warm greeting to all the honorable dignitaries on the dais, and I congratulate Manipur Horse Riding Polo Association in successfully organizing polo tournament every year in our state. Among many games in the world, polo is unique and different game. It occupies a very special place for sports, and it is considered as a very special game all over the world. As we all know that polo game is originated from our state Manipur, and we are very proud to witness this 14th Manipur Polo International at Mapal Polo Ground. It's a part of Manipur Shanghai Festival. As polo game was originated in our state of Manipur, I feel that our state Manipur polo team must try to participate in the maximum polo tournament in different parts of the world. I extend my best wishes to all polo games to become more and more popular all over the world. Especially I, on behalf of Manipur, thanks all the foreign polo players, officials who have come to Manipur to participate in the Polo International 2022. I wish all of you a nice and comfortable stay in our state. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Our respected Chief Guest, Shri Yumnam Khemchand Singh, Honorable Minister, Mahot RT NPR, Manipur.
Now I request our President, Shri H. Dilip Singh, to kindly lead our dignitaries to be introduced to the players to begin the match. I request our...
Hello. So at number 1 for the Indian Navy team, we have Lieutenant Commander K. Rath.
Thank you. I think our chief guest will kindly throw in the ball to begin the match. To mark the beginning of the match, we request our chief guest to kindly throw in the ball to begin the match.
And we're off. Immediately we have the Indian Navy on attack. Number 4, AP Singh, unmarked. Oh, well backed by Will Boland. And again, Nick Feldman, heavily into attack now, the Indian Navy. Real horse race. And it's open backhand, and he's turned onto his own backhand. Here's a chance for the Navy. Oh, and the whistle's blown. Looks like the Indian Navy team were impeded by the US. I think it will be a hit from the center to the Indian Navy. So a good attacking chance in a very short period of play for the Indian Navy now.
It is for the benefit of the viewers and for the entire people of Manipur that the live telecast being brought by Doordarshan throughout the length and breadth of this country will be brought again at 8 p.m. in the DDK Imphal Kendra channel.
Right, now the Navy on attack. Some good defending by the US, but I don't think it's enough. Heading to goal. Brilliant. Very nice goal from the Indian Navy. Number 2. Lieutenant Aaron. So the Navy couldn't wish for a better start. Really good way to start the first chukka. Now let's see how the US retaliate. Whistle's blown, so play is stopped. Seems to be a technical issue for one of the Navy players.
The scoreboard, Navy 1, USA 0. the very first minute of the game. Just a reminder, for USA, Will Boland, number 1, Nick Belden, number 3, JP, number 3, Jorge, for the team captain. For Navy, it is Lieutenant Commander number 1, Lieutenant Arun 2, Commander Pranchal number 3, and the team captain, AP Singh, wearing number 4, the team captain. The scoreboard, the first checker, 1-0 for Navy, the Indian Navy, the USA.
The ball's rolled in again. And the Navy immediately on attack. Up to their front player.
Pranchal.
Number 3, Pranchal. The US have picked up the ball. Counter-attack now. Excellent shot there by JP. Indian Navy heavy in attack, in defence, excuse me. Wonderful shot by Jorge. Right up to the front. Now it's a real horse race.
JP.
Great backhand by the Indian Navy. Wow, some aerial play by the US team, by JP.
Number 3. JP.
And it's a goal. JP.
Number 3.
Seems to be somewhat of a disagreement between the Navy and the US as to whether the ball went through the goal or not. Our well-experienced umpires will soon sort the situation out.
What happened? It wasn't a goal?
Don't think it was a goal.
Can we have the umpire whether it was goal or it was not a goal?
Looks like it's a penalty hit to the Indian Navy.
Seems like then it was not a goal.
So no goal. Navy on attack, past the halfway line. Some good defence with the US, a chance for them to hit a backhand. Jorge with a small backhand. The Navy capitalising, Lieutenant Arden on attack. Oh, it's very close, looked like it nearly went over the line. The whistle's blown. Looks like the US have been impeded by the Navy just in front of the goal. So it'll be a penalty spot to the US. So just to clarify, the score is 0-1 to Indian Navy. AP Singh collecting the ball, firing a great shot up towards goal. The US are there to shut the door. Jorge on attack now, on a lovely grey pony. The ball's just gone out. So it'll be a hit from the spot to the Navy. AP Singh taking a hit out. Takes the ball slowly forward. Looking for a teammate to pass to, and he releases a lovely shot up towards goal. Could go all the way. The US there in numbers. Unable to make the backhand. Oh, the ball hits the post. Lieutenant Arden scores a wonderful goal. 2-0 to the Indian Navy. The US unable to open an account yet. They'll be keen to get a reply to this immediately. And the ball's thrown in. Immediately the Navy on the attack. Number 3. Looks like he's just gone out. So it'll be a hit into the US. Looks like Jorge is positioning himself to take the shot. And a beautiful pass up the ground. Who's there? Navy's there. AP Singh in defense. The Navy just beat him to the ball, unable to collect it. AP, great control. He's got the ball. Now the Navy's on attack again. What a beautiful shot up the front. And it looks like Jorge had access to the ball there, but fouled by the Navy team. But a great piece of play by the Navy. Really looking aggressive this morning. Okay, so it looks like a spot hit to the US. Ball taken forward.
Hey! Hitting indoors!
Unable to connect to it. Jorge's there. Beautiful pass up the front to the number one. Will Boland. Great cut shot. It's looking promising straight through the goal. Nice to see the US getting a goal on the board. Let's see how the Navy will respond. Still in the first chuck of the goals. 2 to the Navy, 1 to the US. Umpire ready to throw the ball in. Immediately, Jorge picking up the ball, couldn't quite connect as he wanted. Releases another pass up to his number one, but it looks like the Navy are there. Great near side backhand to save the day. The US are on it. Oh, good collection on the near side for the US team. Unable to get the next shot he wanted. But JP's on the line, he's got the ball. Winds up for a next shot, it's a good pass. But the Navy's there. And it's gone wide. So depending on who hit that over, it'll either be a hit out to the Navy, as it looks like it is. (2-1) to the Indian Navy. Still everything to play for in the first chukka. So the ball went out. It was the Navy that hit over their back line, so it's a 60-yarder to the United States. And Jorge lining up to take the shot on a lovely grey pony. Not quite the strike he wanted. Looks like it's gone off to the left-hand side. Let's see if they can keep it in play. No, it's gone wide. So it'll be a hit out to the Navy. A missed opportunity for the US. But still, only one goal in it. And there goes the first gong. Signalling 30 seconds left of play. But it's a 60-yarder again to the US, so it looks like it must have come off an Indian Navy stick. Jorge lining up. Nice shot, looking straight and true to goal. Great pickup by the Navy, hitting it back over everyone's head. Jorge returns again with a nice backhand. Good opportunity for the US here. Great near side shot. And it's a goal in the closing seconds of the first chukka. Umpires, if you could clarify if that was a goal or not. It was a goal. if the player who scored the goal could lift their stick up and show the number on their shirt. Number 3, JP Vasquez. Beautiful goal. So now it's level, 2-2 at the end of the first chukka. Everything to play for in the second chukka. Some great polo.
Yeah, Jake, as I was asking you in the very first moment, what were you exactly thinking when you were chosen to be one of the members of a team to be visiting Manipur for our prestigious tournament? We have this 14th Manipur Polo International.
Oh, it was incredibly exciting to get the invitation. I'd heard from a number of people that had travelled over from the UK to play, and they'd spoken very highly of the experience, and particularly of the unique type of horses, the Manipuri ponies that we were playing. So I was full of excitement and a little bit nervous, I must say.
Indeed, you were very lucky in the very beginning of the first match. You had played with the Indian Navy, and in fact it was for the first time that Indian Navy played on ponies, and you had a massive goal lead. That is in fact one advantage for you. The Navy boys have picked up very fast in the very first chukka. They scored 2-0. The Americans picked up again 2-2. The beautiful scoreboard 2-2-2, and when we have the second chukka, the score will be 2-2. Do you think it was lucky that you had to play in the Navy, which was in fact quite amateurish in this very ground?
Absolutely. We were lucky enough to get a few practices in before our first game, which gave us time to get used to the ponies. I think that was a massive advantage. I think it's very impressive to see the US team who arrived yesterday, haven't had a game yet, to start so strong in the first chukka is very impressive.
Yeah, the second chukka about to begin. In fact, it is number 1, Will Bolin wearing number 1, Nick Filden number 2, JP Vasquez number 3, and Jorge, the team captain, number 4. And for the Indian Navy, it is Lieutenant Commander Rathi wearing number 1, Lieutenant Arun number 2, Commander A.K. Pranchal number 3, and the team captain A.P. Singh number 4. The second chukka score 2-2. And today we are very lucky to be here with Harry Tucker from United Kingdom and Mr. Pradeep conducting the first match.
And the ball's thrown in. US unable to collect the ball. The Navy communicating very well. Picked up the ball and they're straight away into attack. Commander A.P. Singh controlling the ball, looking for a target to aim to. Doesn't get the shot he wants, but he collects it beautifully on his near side, running straight to goal. The US come in for a defensive backhand, but it's gone straight off. Looks like it might be going wide, in which case we'll be looking at a 60-yarder to the Navy team. Beg your pardon, it's a hit out to the US. Looks like some mixed opinions on that. The umpire has blown his whistle to signify it will be a hit out to the US. The ball is tapped forward. And a beautiful, strong shot up the ground. Looking for number 2, Nick Feldman. He's got plenty of space, plenty of time. Cuts the ball to his right. But he's being backed up by JP. Hits the ball towards the goal. It comes off a horse's hoof. Who can turn a very fast turn by the US. Oh, what a beautiful goal by Jorge. Wonderful play. Number 4, Jorge. Good start to the second chukka. The US seem to be warming up. The Navy will be keen to turn this round as quickly as possible. The whistle is blown. Looks like the Navy have a technical issue that they're sorting. Very sportsmanship of the US to wait for him.
You want something?
Everything to play for in the first moments of this second chukka. The score is 2 to the Indian Navy, 3 to the US.
Well, Jack, you can see the very, very nice picture that you have for England. We had the last tournament in 2019. I can remember being Ben Ely, then of course George was here. And this is, I think, for the third time that George Emory is here. And they are quite well planned, determined to take a trophy this year.
Absolutely. It's great to have a seasoned hand like George as our captain to show us the ropes. And we are very determined to leave with the silverware this year, but we're fully aware of the tough competition ahead of us. So now the last Navy player is back into the centre, but there seems to be a pony change taking place. The US walking off to the stables. Looks like they might be making a change there.
I think the Navy players have picked up very fast. England was very lucky to arrive on 28, 2 days before the tournament, and you had stick and ball in the very first day, and of course on 21st too, you were lucky to be playing some couple of chukkas in the afternoon.
Yes, I think we really see the advantage of that showing today. The Navy playing at a completely different level to just a few days ago. It shows how quickly they're picking up the difference between these little ponies compared to the larger horses that they're used to. Today they have much better control, really showing the benefits of some time spent with the ponies. It's worth noting these ponies are almost 2/3 of the size of the horses that particularly the US and us, the UK team, and a number of the Indian players are used to. But it's really like to show our appreciation for these small ponies and how well they carry these large players like myself. Really impressive agility, endurance, and strength in such a small little package.
Well, Jake, the organizer of this very tournament, the Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association, would like to thank Jose Tutil, the director of the HPA, who did in fact work very hard to bring the team, and we would like to invite very next year from the HPA. As you go home, I suppose you'll be telling your story, how you experience your matches in Imphal.
Absolutely, but I won't tell them it was so good, because I don't want to have competition about who comes here next year. No, absolutely wonderful stories to take back to the UK, and a really strong relationship between the UK players and the people of Manipur and all the organisers and the horses. So we're very pleased to be invited back again next year.
I think there are some issues with the horses. They are... I cannot exactly say from this distance whether something wrong with the harness or something wrong with the bridle.
It certainly looks like some sort of tack change is taking place.
Yeah, as I was saying, that this very matches being played at Imphal Polo Ground, being brought live by the Doordarshan, the national television network of this very vast country, and people of the entire country having the privilege of watching live, and of course the very retelecast of these matches will be brought again in your drawing rooms at 8 p.m. in Imphal DDK channel. It is not like football or soccer or hockey, where you have a stipulated time of 40 or 45 minutes. Though one checker is just for 7 minutes, it might extend a couple of minutes, because we have ponies or animals involved in this very game called polo.
Absolutely. If there's any issues with the tack, which I think what we're witnessing now, it's very important we take the time to make sure everything is right for the safety of not only the players, but particularly the ponies.
And we know that the rules and regulations of this very game called polo is premised on the safety of the horses first and the players later. The rules are framed so that the ponies are not injured. Any kind of crossing or any movement causing a threat to the ponies are considered fault.
Absolutely. First and foremost, it's the safety of the ponies and the horses that are the foundation for the rule system. We're not too bothered about the players. We can always find another polo player, but a good polo pony is very difficult to find, so we like to look after them.
It has been a very, very interesting moment for us, as many visitors from different parts of the country or from the world ask how is polo played in Manipur. In fact, as we have the Pana Sagol Kangje, which actually literally means the provinces would have 7 players in each team, and there are no goal posts in our olden times. The entire length and breadth of the side is considered a goal. So you will see as many as 40 to 50 goals scored in a match because there are no goal posts in the olden times. And the goal post came later after the game was introduced in the global arena because of rules and regulations earlier. And in fact, many of the rules that we exist in our PANA system are derivatives of the HPA rule or the USPA rules played elsewhere. The side being changed was already practiced in Manipur. Once a goal is scored, you change the side because you have the opportunity, or you have the same playing level feel. In those days, one should not get the opportunity of a better side. Hence, the rule of changing the sides after scoring one got the benefit, because those days the fields were massive and big, and every side was considered the goal. The entire breadth was the goal post. Yeah, coming back to the second chukka, the scoreboard USA 3 and the Indian Navy 2. And just for the reminders for the viewers, the US in the red and the white and the light blue is the Indian Navy. For USA, you have number 1 Will Boland, number 2 Nick Filden, JP Vasquez number 3, and Jorge number 4, the team captain. And for the Indian Navy, Lieutenant Commander Rathi, number 1, Arun number 2, Commander A.K. Panchal number 3, Captain A.P. Singh, team captain, wearing number 4. And mounted umpires conducting this very match is T. Pradeep Kumar from Manipur and Harry Taka from United Kingdom. I think all set again.
Umpires ready to roll the ball in. Be interesting to see now the Indian Navy respond to the goal scored by the US. They'll be keen to get an equaliser in. And the ball's thrown in. Immediately the Navy on the ball. Hooked out of it by the US. Nick Feldman hits a nice backhand.
JP.
Away. Here comes JP, all on his own. He's got plenty of time, but that's a great approach shot. It looks like it's going all the way. Great, wonderful goal.
By JP.
By JP Vasquez.
In fact, this young man, JP, was the one who was stranded in the airport and he got stuck. And very fortunately, he arrived yesterday late evening, and he had a couple of minutes just before the match. He's picked up very well. JP, young man from USA.
Indeed, a great start for him. The ball's rolled in. It's out the front. The US are the quickest to get onto it. The Navy fighting hard to get control. Beautiful backhand there by Nick Feldman. Jorge now at the front. He's got the ball on his near side. A wonderful approach shot. Let's see what he can do with it now. He's got a difficult angle. The Navy's on the attack. The whistle is blown. Very close to the goal as well. This could be deadly. Umpires just discussing amongst themselves. Two very experienced umpires we're very lucky to have here today. Pradeep Kumar from the Manipuri team, very experienced player and umpire, and Harry Tucker from the UK, HPA certified umpire and experienced player himself. Looks like it's a spot hit to the US. Jorge's preparing to take the ball. And it's a nice hit straight through the goal. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Jorge and the US team. The team's returning to the center. Indian Navy 2, the US 5. How will the Navy respond? Ball's thrown in again. The Navy quick in defense. AP does a little dummy swing, brings the ball round, but Jorge's heavy on the defense and hits a nice backhand. But it's 2 against 1. The Navy in a good position here for defense. Ball is hit backwards, but doesn't go quite the distance the Navy wanted. And the ball is rolled out. So the whistle's blown. Looks like someone's lost a stirrup. Very difficult to play with one stirrup on these little ponies. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why these stirrups can fall off what seems to be quite easily is they're designed in a way that should you fall off the horse and still have your foot in the stirrup, that the stirrup will dislodge from the saddle as opposed to your leg dislodging from your body as the horse gallops around the field dragging your corpse. So a very important design feature. Also very challenging to ride with one stirrup. So that's why we politely stop the game and allow the player to fix the stirrup. So now it's a hit out to the US. Jorge taps the ball forward. Winds up for the big shot. Looks like it's going wide, but a great connection. So it'll be a hit out to the Navy team, the Indian Navy. Keen to get some more goals on the board. They take the ball forward across the goal. And a wonderful pass up. Who gets there first? The US are there for a little backhand. Doesn't quite get the distance he wants. The Navy pick it up again. Pounding towards the goal, number 2. A good defensive play for the Navy. Sorry, the US. Now the Navy collected it again. AP Singh takes the ball forward, speeding another defender and another US player. Can he go all the way? It's close now, near side shot. Oh, and it's in. Wonderful goal. Wonderful, wonderful goal. It was AP Singh scored that goal. So 3 to the Indian Navy, 5 to the US. Could this be the beginning of a comeback by the Navy? Players line up again as the umpire prepares to throw the ball in. It's popped out the front. The US immediately on attack. Number 2, Nick Feldman. The Navy defending hard. Nice little backhand. Who's there to pick it up? And the ball's gone out. So it looks like it's Jorge will be taking a hit in for the US. Tense moment for the Navy. This is a great attacking position for the US. They'll be looking to shut this down as quickly as possible. Can we have some encouragement for the Indian Navy team? Round of applause, everyone. Looks like Jorge's just having his stirrups adjusted. Important to make sure everything is correct and proper, both for Jorge's safety and everyone else's. Jorge is another well-seasoned player here in Manipur, somewhat of a celebrity. Great to see him here again today.
A very, very competitive match. Now I think we are so happy to see the Indian Navy team picking up at a very fast pace from the first game that we did see on the opening ceremony, the opening day. They had a tough fight with the United Kingdom team, having, it was about 15-0?
16-0, I believe.
So I'm sorry.
But what a transition we see today. Completely different level of play from the Indian Navy today. It looks like they've really benefited from some time on the horses and a bit of practice. They're really working well together.
And I would say that it is a complete transformation of the strategy, the tactics, and getting used to our opponents. Jorge having little problem with his horse. Ever smiling Jorge, the UK team captain. We are so lucky to have Ms. Soma, the brand ambassador of our festival. Indeed, we are lucky to have a beautiful lady among us who is the brand ambassador of our festival amidst us. Thank you for gracing this occasion. And for the benefit of our viewers, the Doordarshan bringing the entire proceedings of the matches being brought live throughout the length and breadth of this very country. And I just received the message from the capital, Delhi, that they are privileged to see what is happening at this very ground. Arun?
So a hit out to the Indian Navy, and they're now on attack. But it looks like the US team have thwarted it, returned with interest the shot towards the goal. But AP Singh has got great control, collecting the ball, looking for a teammate to pass to. And a wonderful shot up to the number 3, Crunchy. Nice shot forward. But can the US defend this? They hit the backhand, doesn't quite go as they want, but Jorge's there. It's another backhand, but it's not gone where he wanted. But he's turned. The Navy's in it. Turn quickly now on the ball. Jorge again pushing his pony forward. Now number 2 for the US, Nick Bellman, picks up the ball. Being heavily chased by 2 Navy players, but hits a lovely shot up to their number 3, JP. Navy coming back in defence nicely.
JP.
And was that enough? It was a great shot across the mouth of the goal. The Navy pick it up. They're pushing on, but this ball looks like it might go wide. Can he collect it? He does very nicely. And another nice shot by AP. Now number 3. Runchi takes the ball forward. Collects a nice bouncing ball, but the US are there. Can they defend? No, they can't. They miss it. And oh, it's a great shot towards goal, but has it been stopped? No, it hasn't. Lovely goal by the Indian Navy.
Number 3, Ashwin, bringing the score nearer.
4-5.
Indian Navy 4-5 in the second chukka. It is one of the most exciting matches that we have ever seen from the very beginning. Indian Navy giving a tough fight. And had they arrived there earlier, I think you would have a tough time, Jack.
Yeah, I think we can count ourselves lucky we got them off, got against them so early, but it really, really well cohesive and organised team today. But the whistle is gone.
Come on, Navy! On episode!
The teams line up and the ball is thrown in. Straight away, it's the US on attack. But the Navy are quick in defence, not giving them a spare minute. It's a good hook, and the ball goes wide, so it'll be a hit out to the Indian Navy. And they don't waste any time at all. Start bringing the ball in nice and slowly, well controlled. And here goes the first bell. 30 seconds left to play, so the Navy need to get a shift on. They take the ball out to the back side of the pitch. Heavy defending from the US. A great backhand, but the Navy were prepared. 2 Navy players there in defence. They've got to get a move on if they want to get a goal by the end of this chukka. Now here comes Jorge in defence. And there goes the second gong, signalling the end of the second chukka. So the score is very close. 4 to the Indian Navy, 5 to the US. Great end-to-end polo. 2 equally matched, very well matched teams. So we have a half time between the second and the third chukka. It's a chance for the players to talk a little bit of tactics and get a drink of water. 5 minutes they get. It's a nice chance for the ponies to rest as well. But none of these ponies will be playing 2 chukkas in a row. They get at least a chukka's break between their first and second chukka. We'll shortly be privileged to have an interview with the English captain, George Amor, by the well-renowned Mr. Chowdhury.
Welcome, George, once again to Manipur. I think this is your 3rd trip to Manipur. Have you seen any changes? And I think you were very lucky to play the Navy team in the very first match. You arrived 2 days before the match. I think you were fully prepared to take on every team.
Yeah, it was no accident getting here a couple of days earlier. So we've been very lucky to get a couple of practices in. It's fantastic to see the Navy going so hard today and playing their hearts out. And the Americans look like they're sort of not going to let them run away with it either. So it's been a very, very good game.
I think the Indian Navy team progressed very well in the second match. Had they arrived a day or 2 earlier, you would have had a tough time.
Yeah, I'm sure, but that might be up to their planning.
I think it was quite a leading and a convincing win, 16-0 on that very day. Do you think that the Indian Navy had improved in this one day?
Yeah, of course. It's a huge transition from playing sort of polo outside of Manipur, which is almost a different sport. It just takes a big, a huge adjustment to get used to the ponies, the sticks, the ball, the pitch. So it was just unfortunate that we had a good game and they were still figuring it out. Oh, unfortunate for them.
We were not very lucky for the last 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We were trying to get in touch with the England team, and we are very happy to have the team as UK this time. We are trying to get in touch with HPA. You are fully prepared this time with 7 goals. I think you were runners-up last year. Back at home, you were trying to ensure yourself that you'll be taking the home trophy.
Yes, so we're a 7-goal team this year. We're a 7-goal team last year as well, and the time before we were a 6-goal team, I think. But yeah, so we've got a very well-rounded team this year, and I think the guys have adapted and playing very, very well. So let's hope we can repeat a good performance against the Indians.
You'll be playing the IPA in a moment, and I wish you all the best, George.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, half-time almost over. Lovely to hear some words from the UK captain, as well as one of the best dressed Manipurians I've ever met, Mr. Chowbey. So it looks like the umpire's getting back on his horse. We'll soon be kicking off the third chukka. The scores are very close. 2 well-matched teams. Indian Navy in 4, the US with 5. So just 1 goal in it, 2 chukkas left to play. I think we've got an exciting afternoon ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen.
On behalf of the Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association, I request our senior member lady, Sandhya Rani, to kindly do the honor of presenting the courtier to our brand ambassador, Ms. Soma. Kangjeibung, I beg your pardon. Indeed, we are privileged to have one of the brand ambassadors of our festival, the young lady from Manipur, Ms. Soma, and our senior member lady, Madam Sandhya Rani, will do the honor of presenting. Okay, thank you so much. There will be a little break because there is a slight injury among one of the players of the Indian Navy. I suppose they are being duly attended by the medical team. The Indian Navy giving a tough fight at this very moment. 4 Indian Navy, 5 USA. Yeah, as I was saying that back home in England, because England has been coming for the last couple of years, there's always excitement when the England team would be visiting Manipur because we have a long association of history with England. Very fortunately, some of the then soldiers coming from the Great Britain, then called the East India Company, witnessing our boys playing polo at different parts of the country in Assam those days, saw our game, and they took the game throughout the rest of the world and the game formalized. Are you happy that you are playing at so-called the original home of polo on the very original pony?
Absolutely, it's a real privilege to be here in such a, well, what is a beautiful setting, a beautiful stadium, an incredibly unique place, and yeah, to be back home in terms of polo is a real privilege, and particularly exciting to see how the 2 different types of polo are so drastically different, but equally enjoyable and fast-paced. So yeah, really exciting and a privilege.
When my friends come from different parts of the country, in fact, they're so happy to see the blue sky, and in our capital, Delhi, it is very difficult to see the blue sky. I'm so surprised that when people come from different parts of the world, they're so happy to see the clear blue sky.
Absolutely, and the beautiful mountains in the distance, really, really wonderful setting and a wonderful place to visit, not only to play polo, but to enjoy the local culture and cuisine.
Jack, I would just like to go to the Navy team to have a look at whether the injured person is being duly attended. In the meantime, I suppose you will continue entertaining the crowd and keeping the global audience through our DDK.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now the whistle has been blown. I think we could well be having play underway shortly. Certainly the US team look rearing to go. They'll be very keen to extend their lead. Currently just 4 goals to Indian Navy, 5 goals to the US. Certainly the US started very, very well. But I have a feeling the Indian Navy is still warming up. And I think it's going to be very close down to the wire today. We're very pleased to have the US team, all 4 members of them on the pitch today. After some difficulties on their journey here, they had 1 player stranded. Looked like they were going to have to find either a replacement or wait a few days before their first game, but fortunately they're all here. They seem to be working well as a team under the close direction by Jorge, who's a well-seasoned hand here in Manipur. But I don't think they're going to get away with it easily. This Navy team are looking particularly dangerous today. We see now a few of the players getting back onto the pitch. Let's hope that all the players are safe and well. There is, however, opportunities to have a substitute. So if need be, they can substitute one of the players with a fresh pair of legs. So the whistle is blown. I think play will soon be underway again. One thing that strikes me as being quite impressive is the atmosphere playing here in Manipur. I'm wondering if we can get a round of applause for the US team from this wonderful crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the US. I want everyone ready when the last Navy team player gets back on the pitch. We'll give them a big round of applause as well. Crossing our fingers that all the players are safe and well. Okay, now we see some players returning. There's a 3rd player who's now mounted, just waiting for the 4th player, I believe it's number 2, Lieutenant Arun. Who's had a particularly good game today. The team captained by Captain AP Singh, another experienced player from the Navy team who's been here before. You see the umpires blowing the whistle again, encouraging the players to get on the pitch. So we have 1, 2, 3 Navy players on the pitch. Hopefully they have a 4th player and we won't be 3 against 4. That will not be very equal. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be able to applaud the last player from the Navy team as they come on. Looks like the player's ready, but he's minus a pony. Can we get this man a pony, please? I think we've got a few more minutes wait. Want to take this opportunity again to just highlight how impressive these small ponies are. Most of these players are used to playing horses that are at least 30-40 centimeters taller, much longer, built for speed. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the last Navy player. Big round of applause. They need some encouragement. They're 1 goal down, still everything to play for. Beginning of the third chukka. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Just outside the 60-yard line. So a good attacking position for the US. The Navy are going to have to be very quick in defense here. And the ball is thrown in. The US come away with the ball. Nick Feldman taking the ball round. Looking very dangerous, but the Navy are back in defense. He's popped the ball forward and it's a goal. It's a very convincing start for the US at the beginning of this third chukka. Nick Feldman, who's been a successful goal scorer today, brings the scores 4 to the Indian Navy, 6 to the United States of America.
As the sun sets very early in this part of the world, it's difficult to manage 2 matches, Jack?
Absolutely, the clock is ticking. We need to get these 2 games done, otherwise we're going to be playing under floodlight, which is not particularly easy.
We would love to see the matches under the moonlight.
And the US are off. It's number 2. Nick Feldman again, he's proving very dangerous. Takes the ball forward. He's got a lot of work to get that into the goal from there. But it looks like it's gone wide. So it'll be a hit out to the Navy. An opportunity for them to... So in the meantime, after this game, we'll be lucky enough to see the United Kingdom versus India A. So the ball is taken out by the Navy. Defended well by the US, but it looks like the Navy picked it up again. It's AP Singh. But he's hooked out of it by Jorge. The Navy bringing the ball forward. It's picked up again by the US. They hit a backhand, but it doesn't go very far. A nice attacking backhand by the US now. But the Navy are there in defense. The Navy's picked up the ball, bringing it round. This could be a good attacking opportunity for them if they can get out. And the ball's released. It's gone straight to a US player. Number 4, Jorge, picking up the ball. Jorge attacking again. This could be another goal if they're not careful. It's looking good. But no, it's saved by the Indian Navy. Now they're on attack. The whistle is blown. Whistle is blown. AP Singh lifting his stick up, signalling he thinks that he's been fouled. But let's see what the umpires decide.
Thank you, Jack, for being a very, very nice company at this commentary box. The match between the Indian Navy and the USA on the 14th Manipur Polo International third day, being brought to you live by Doordarshan throughout the length and breadth of this country, and the very retelecast will be done 8-8. That is AP Singh, the commander, heading the goal, and that is the 5th goal for Indian Navy. Number 4, that is captain, if I'm not mistaken. Captain. Just to reconfirm, can you please raise your mallet just to see your back number? I think it was number 4 anyway. Captain Epi Singh scoring the 5th goal for Indian Navy, 3rd chukka, 5 Indian Navy, 6 for US. Harry Tucker, a very senior and seasoned umpire from the HPA, one of the listed umpires, and T. Pradeep Kumar from Manipur, the team captain of India B, conducting the match. Soon after this match, you will have the second match. United Kingdom, Jack Tucker, George Emma, Phil Salah, and Harry Tucker. There are 2 brothers, Jack and Harry from Great Britain. United Kingdom. For IPA, Major Raman, the team captain, who will be at number 1, Santosh number 2, Said Hur Ali number 4, and Purohit number 3. The penalty to be taken by Indian Navy. Score 5-6, 5 for Indian Navy and 6 for the United States of America. Thank you, Jack, and wish you the best for the match. Nasi November gi tarik kungamari chathariba taragamari suba Manipur Polo International gi humni chanba numit hojik sanariba team sing Indian Navy amadi USA Angamba litpa asina United States of America. Judge number 1 da Will Bowen, number 2 da Feldman, number 3 JP Vasquez, and 4 Jorge Vasquez, wearing number 4 the team captain. Ngoba amadi Atiagi Machulitpa asina Indian Navy. Lieutenant Commander K. Rathi, number 1, number 2 the Lieutenant Arun. Number 3, the Commander Ashwin Panchal. Number 4, the Captain Epi Singh. Taking a shot will be Captain Epi Singh, number 4, the team captain of the Indian Navy. Yes, and that is the goal, 6-6. A wonderful goal by Captain Epi Singh, bringing the score to 6-6 in the 3rd chukka. Very signaling for a quick start of the match. Number 2, Nick Felden. Nick Felden, number 2 of the United States of America, taking it close to the goal mouth, and that is the 7th goal for USA. 7 USA, 6 Indian Navy. Just about 30 seconds from the throw-in by the umpire from the United Kingdom, Harry Tucker. Masigi ahanba ground se lorga ani chubda sanakadaba India gi A, Major Aman, number 1, Santosh number 2, Said Hur Ali number 4, Ransay Purohit number 3, Amadi United Kingdom gi Jack Tucker number 2, Josh Emo number 1, Phil Seller 3, and Harry Tucker 4. Oh, that is a beautiful pass from Jorge for number 1. Oh, that is Bill Boland, taking the score to 8 for USA and Indian Navy 6. With a swept. There was a change in the fixture because number 3 of the USA failed. He missed the flight because of the COVID protocol in one of the European countries where it was a transit. Very fortunately, number 3, the young man from US, JP, arrived last evening. That is number 1 again, Bill Boland. Bill Boland, number 1 again for USA. Bill Boland, number 1. That is the 9th goal for USA. Very swift. The Americans have picked up, well trained. They were making strategies early in the morning as to how they would be taking on the Indian Navy. In fact, it is so encouraging that the Indian Navy played on the very first day. They picked up that is wide. Just for the reminder of our viewers, tomorrow, 25th of November, the first match will be between Indian Navy and Manipur, that is India B. The second round will be United Kingdom and USA. A race for number 3, Panchal. Number 2, Will Boland, AP Singh. Number 3, JP. JP looking for Will Boland. And that is a wide. It will be hit in by the Indian Navy. The scoreboard, Indian Navy 6, USA 9. The clock clicked, ticking away. A third checker. For the benefit of the players, there are 4 checkers, each of 7 minutes, with a break of 3 minutes interval, and a 5-minute interval at after the second checker. The shadows getting a little longer. Both umpires discussing and explaining how the foul was committed. And in fact, polo is a very, very encouraging game where the players continue to have continuous dialogue with the players. Umpire Harry explaining Will as to how that was called a foul. Score: USA 9, Indian Navy 6. Captain AP Singh tapping in, bringing in the ball. 30 seconds to go. Nick Philbin. It was a beautiful hit throw, looking for number 1, Will Boland, and that is wide. It is almost 2 p.m. and 35 minutes. We still have to manage one more checker. And for the second game, we have the game between the United Kingdom and India. We are so fortunate that after the COVID pandemic of 2 years, we at the Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association are lucky enough, fortunate to organize the 14th edition of Manipur Polo International. We have been trying to get in touch with our old friends and all polo playing nations since January early this year. There are many COVID protocols throughout the world, and very fortunately the first team to respond is the United States of America under the leadership of Jorge, the team captain, wearing number 4. The United Kingdom, as permanent friends as ours, having a long relationship, ensured that they will be sending a team for this very prestigious Manipur Polo International. We were in touch with the team from Argentina, South Africa, and in fact Singapore. Post-COVID, throughout the world, there is a new wave and a trend, and the polo is being played throughout the world at this very moment. The last chukka 4 to begin with, USA 9 and Indian Navy 6. It was so interesting that when the Indian Navy played the very first game, it was between the United Kingdom, the Great Britain. A very convincing win for United Kingdom, 16-0. It is so encouraging to see that the Indian Navy picked up the last 2 days, having few hours of practice yesterday. USA 9 and Indian Navy 6. I would like to request the umpires to call in the players as the shades continue to get longer, and we have one more match to accomplish. It is very uncertain, though we have 7 minutes chukka. Practically, it takes a longer time as we have to repair, as we have to mend certain loopholes, as there are breakages of bridles and stirrups in the process of the match. Jorge quite happy, number 4, leading 6 for 9 for USA. In the Navy 6, we have one more match. I request the next team to get ready. Phil, all the best. Jack, all the best. And maybe you will have to play the match in the moonlight, as it might get darker. All the best, George. As I was saying, that the shade is getting longer, so we'll have to proceed a little faster. And maybe you will have to play in the dark today. The last and 4 chukka, USA 9, Navy 6. Hayeng November ki tarik kun gamanga pung ama taba matamda sanajagani Indian Navy versus India B Manipur Anisuba ground the United Kingdom and USA. Tomorrow, the 25th and the 4th day of the 14th Manipur Polo International, the first match will be at 1 o'clock, being played between the Indian Navy and Manipur, that is the India B. The second match between the United Kingdom and USA. And that is wide. The 4 chukka, the final and 4 chukka being played between USA and the Indian Navy, USA 9 and Indian Navy 6. The very purpose of organizing such events in Manipur, as we have the slogan, Save Manipuri Ponies, the original polo pony. Manipur gave the world the game of polo. That is Ashwin bringing it up. It was very encouraging to see that the Navy team has picked up. It will be hit in by number 2, Nick Filden. USA 9, Indian Navy 6. That is Nick Filden. Looking for Will, number 1. Number 3, that is JP, the young man from America, JP, being defended. Commander AP Singh. Nick Filden just managed to get the ball, and that is Mr. Jorge. Number 3, JP, living for Jorge. It's a wide. Still USA on the board 9, scoreboard in the Navy 6. Clock ticking. Two minutes running, still 5 minutes to go on the last and the 4 chukka of the match being played on the 3rd day. As we were saying that the Manipuri ponies being now almost critically endangered, the population of the Manipuri ponies being dwindling from 1,000 almost, the last of the few surviving ponies. We hope that organizing such events will encourage young boys and girls from the very birthplace of the game of polo to take on and take in interest in adopting and bearing the Manipuri ponies. That is number 4, Jorge, taking the 60-yard hit for USA. Hayeng nungtil punga mataba matamda ihan hanbada sanagarakni Indian Navy amadi India B. That is number 2, Nick, taking the 60-yard hit. And it is a take. That is number 3. I'll have a look at it. Let me see. Number 1, Will, the 10th goal for USA. Will Boland. It is quite difficult to recognize the players from here from a distance. As usual, this is the first match for USA, and being at this commentary box, it is quite difficult. This is number 2, Nick. Sing it. Jorge. A cool campaigner, Jorge. Misses it. Jorge. Number 2, Nick. Lewis Nick looking for Willman. Number 1, Will Boland. Number 1, that is Will Boland, a pass for Nick. Number 1, that is the 11th goal for USA. USA 11, Navy, Indian Navy 6. The crowd swelling. It is always interesting to see the sports-loving people of our own state encouraging players from different parts of the world. We were not so fortunate to have more foreign countries. However, it is encouraging to see the young players that the prominent number 1 and number 1 will again looking for the next debut. Take number 1. That is yet another convincing goal by Will Boland. A 12th goal for USA. Manipur Horse Riding and Polo Association Khoi Punamakpu, Lengbidakliba Khoi Pulukpu. Taram Taram no Okcheri, Lamdam Tam Tam Lakpiriba, Sandari Singbu, Puning Takut Pigitamata, Haningai, Layton Takacheri, Puning Takut Piu. Epi. That is Jorge, a really cool campaigner, the team captain. Number 1. Mrs. That is number 2. Nick. And number 2, Nick. And that is number 1, the 13th goal for USA. Will Boland. US picking up to the tune slowly, getting used to our ponies. The Americans are fast learners. Number 1, looking for Nick. A beautiful back and drive, looking for AP Singh. Nick. Jorge. It was a beautiful stroke, Jorge, from 40 yard, and it is a wide. Lengbidakli Bukai Punamakta Amukada Ningsingzage, Hayang Punga Matawa Matamda. I request the team from India A and United Kingdom to get ready to begin the match as early as possible, as the shade is getting longer. Number 4, Commander AP Singh in pursuit. Rathi, Lieutenant Commander Rathi. Number 2, that is Nickman, looking for Jorge and challenging his commander, Lieutenant Commander Rathi. And that will be a hit in by USA. That is the end of the match. A very convincing win for USA 13. I would like the players to kindly acknowledge the crowd before they dismount. Anyway, the next match, I would like to call in the next umpire, Jorge, and the team from the IPA.
हाँ इससे वो मेरी वाली है, आपकी वाली में थोड़ा विप तो है, मेरे वाला स्टेप है फुल, मेरी वाली स्टेप। मेरे को दे देना। अरे इन दोनों को दे दूंगा, नहीं बात नहीं।
Nasiki Anisuba matches Hanabikadaba IPA Amadi United Kingdom. IPA is Hanakadaba player saying Major Aman, the team captain, who will be wearing number 1, number 2 Santosh, number 3 Ranse Purohit, and number 4 Said Hur Ali Aduga. United Kingdom gi number 1 George Amo, the team captain, number 2 Jake Tucker, number 3 Phil Sella, and number 4 Harry Tucker. Jack Tucker and Harry Tucker, wearing number 2 and 4, are brothers of the United Kingdom polo team. The mounted umpires for the second match will be Jorge from the United States of America and T. Pradeep Kumar from Manipur. As the shades continue to get a little longer, I request the mounted umpires to kindly Fine. The mounted umpires for the next match will be Jorge from United States of America and Mr. Pradeep from Manipur. I request the players to get into the field as we will be having time constants. Thank you. It is indeed a very, very happy moment for all of us that we have dignitaries from different parts of the world. Can we have the players? Can we have the players lined up for the next match?
Marching like a kuni song, hang on ching the kubam ya, yang gui di ba, long gui sa kau ge nang mo ching lim, sagal tu fang lumba sa kau ge nang mo ching lim, sagal tu fang lumba sa, hot sam to na yang ba, marching like a kuni song, hot sam to na yang ba. Sebana sabadon mutara kiba malima sekaram no lai sem nung sem ya na roi atiana sem kiba khoyong khoi jinung dagi ching marting thoi thoi bana sabadon mutha kido natte nandi potto na ba.
Jack Tucker, number 2, George Emma, number 1, Phil Seller, number 3, Harry Tucker, Major Raman, Santosh, Hurali, and Amse, T. Pradeep, and Jorge from USA will be conducting the second match. On the third day of the 14th Manipur Polo International, we are so fortunate to have amidst us Saithang Soifet, the Minister Councillor, and Surapat Fausen. I may kindly be forgiven if the way I pronounce is not near correction. Can we have the team lined up? I would like to request our President to kindly invite our dignitaries from Thailand, Saithok Poiset. I please kindly be introduced to our players. A moment of introduction. Saithong Soifet, Minister Councillor. Surapat Fausen and Ms. Soma to be introduced to our players. It is a pleasure to have you amidst us. Saitong Soipet, a Minister Councillor from the Thai Embassy, and Surapat Fausen, Minister Councillor from Royal Thai Embassy. We are so happy to have you. Please we are so happy to have our dignitaries from the Royal Thai. It is always nice to have a memorable picture with our Royal Thai officials from the Kingdom of Thailand. Thank you so much, and we will begin the set match. It is almost 3 o'clock. The sun in this very part of the world, you will see the shade getting longer. The ball will be Sundar balls confused. Umpire na pai khido Sundar chief guest ne langadam ning da hebio. First ball do. Adum hawada bra. Okay. It is just a privilege that the first ball will be thrown in by the beautiful lady. Sorry. Thank you. By Susindra. Thank you. First check of the match between the United Kingdom and India A. United Kingdom represented by George Emma, number 1, team captain, number 2, Jack Tucker, number 3, Phil Sella, and number 4, Jack Harry Tucker for the Indian Army. IPA, we have Major Raman Singh, number 1, team captain, number 2, Santosh, number 3, Ranse Purohit, and Hur Ali, number 4. Number 1, Jose Moore. Can we have just to see George Amor trying to get up? We can have just to. George. Wait. Let us have patience. Let us have patience. Let us look at the patient. I suppose everything should be all right. George. As I said, there's always a risk involved in the very game called polo. Not getting fresh ears to the atmosphere here. The ponies, the horses, chose on feet. Let us cheer up if everything is okay. Can I have Nick? Can I have Nick in the commentary box from the USA? Phil. Josh, all right. Raise your. Want to see you all right. Number one, the team captain George from the great United Kingdom. I'll talk to the young men first. Welcome back to the second match. We're so happy to see team captain George Emo back on his way. That is George, Phil Seller, number 2, being played between the IPA. George Emo, number 1, the team captain. George Emo, missed the ball. And, oh, it's so difficult to see in the dust. That is the first goal for England, sorry, United Kingdom. I failed to see the number from this distance in that melee. Number 4, can you please acknowledge with your number on the back side? Okay, thank you. Number 4, Harry Tucker. Well, John, you were the last man to arrive from the USA. How are you feeling here in Imphal?
Oh, I'm feeling great. We just had a great win. United States, they really came together in those last 2 chukkers for a big win. It was a great win for all of us, and I'm feeling really good. Great to be here in India. I'm very excited for the next match.
Jose Moore, number 1 for the United Kingdom. I believe that is number 1, Jose Moore, the team captain. Oh, sorry, that is number 2. And that is a goal, Jack Tucker. I'm sure that was number 2, Jack Tucker, the first had it. Yeah, John, as I was saying that you had a long journey from your home. It took about 3 days to reach Manipur.
Correct, yeah. I left from Florida in the United States on Sunday night, and I didn't get here till Wednesday around 5 p.m. Very long journey. Took me about 3 days, but I'm happy to be here.
And have you informed your people back home that you have reached Imphal safe and sound?
Oh yeah, they all were calling me along the journey, making sure I was safe and sound. You know, when I got stuck in Poland, in Warsaw. But now that I'm here, I let them know that I was here, and they're very happy that I'm here, and they're excited to see what the United States is able to do.
Almost all the players were here at least a couple of days before the match, or at least 1 day in advance. You arrived yesterday, and you played today. The very first time that you are playing on the Manipuri pony. What kind of an experience that you have today, the very first match against the Indian Navy?
Correct, yeah. I didn't get to practice like the other guys did. I didn't get to warm up on the horses like the other guys did, but jumping right into it, I felt great. I was very excited. I was very excited to be here, be a part of this experience, and it was amazing. It was a great experience, very unique. These horses are very special. You have to play very different and adjust to these horses, adjust to this field. It was a very, very cool experience.
I just got to know from Jorge that you are the youngest in the team. What exactly do you do at home? I mean, what are you proceeding as a professional, or do you have some other job in US?
So I used to play polo professionally growing up. I'm retired now. I manage horse farms in the United States. We call them equestrian estates. Very, very big horse farms, top of the line United States. Very big farms, but not polo farms. They're jumpers. They jump 6-7 feet. We call them Grand Prix farms. And that's what I'm currently doing, and also aspiring to be a stock trader as well.
Great. It is the shades a little getting longer. In fact, the sun sets around 4:30 in this very part of the world. We have to manage 2 matches, and the first match will have to start a little early, I guess. And the previous one took a little longer than usual than they expected.
Yeah, you can see that there's shade in the field now. It would be smart to start a little earlier next game.
You can see the same match that you played in the afternoon at 8 p.m. in the Doordarshan Imphal channel. It will be brought again. It will be retelecast in the Doordarshan Imphal channel at 8. Then you can make your own strategies by watching, and amending a couple of things that you need to improve. It's so nice that on arrival you have picked up very well, John. What are the basic differences that you have back at home riding on the bigger horses and the smaller ones? And what is the benefit by playing the small ponies here?
So yeah, there's a very big difference between the bigger horses and the small horses that are here. The bigger horses, they cover a lot more ground in a shorter period of time. But I think it's very beneficial to be on the smaller horses because they're more agile. You stop and they turn faster than the bigger horses. And yeah, they're very unique in their own ways. They have a nice little stride, easier to stop and turn than the bigger horses.
Yeah, I think we are looking at the match that you will be playing. That is George Emor again for the United Kingdom, and that is a wide. The UK team, very experienced. They're here for many years. They know the field, they know the horses, they know the conditions of the ground, and they have well planned. The United Kingdom team. They arrived 2 days early. The very day they arrived, they had a couple of checkers in the afternoon. The very next day, they too had, and I think they have the advantage. And I think, Jorge, from next year, you should be trying to reach at least 1 day in advance. Ngasi November ki kungamari humni chanban numit chathariba taragamari suba Manipur Polo International da han basanagi bida Indian Navy amadi USA hojik sanari basina United Kingdam angangba amadi angauba marang ba asina United Kingdom saniba team gi players sing United Kingdom gi singi sanari ba asina number 1 da team captain George Moore, number 2 da Jack Tucker, number 3 Phil Sella amadi number 4 da Harry Tucker. Angauba latpa asina Indian IPA team Major Aman, number 1. Mathang nine amuk pajarake IPA team Major Aman, number 1, number 2 da Santosh, number 3 Hurali, and number 4, number 3 da Purohit, and that is Hur IPA team. Mathang ojik Chanari Santosh. Phil Sella. Hojik leriba goal gi from United Kingdom ani amadi IPA team hojik score 0. Ahan Bachakar. Hayeng amuk tarik kun gamanga sanagada team sing pungamataba matamba sanagani Indian Navy amadi Manipur, India B amadi United Kingdom and USA ani suba ground. Harry Tucker. United Kingdom ki number 4 Harry Tucker na bola seta matam na pusalai hojik number 1, number 2 Jack Tucker amadi Harry Tucker hojik sanari ba United Kingdom ki asi machin manau ni. Hi, happy you have had a wonderful play. This number 4.
Okay, looks like England thinks Nash shut up the field, but it's going to be a little wide. Nice teamwork there by the United Kingdom team. Number 2, Jack Tucker. Couldn't quite get the shot that he was looking for, but nevertheless, it's a knock-in for the other team. Looks like IPA taking the ball down. Looks like ball bounces off the pony. Nice shot back there by Phil Seller. George jumps on the line, but the number 4 gets away with that one, but the ball goes out of bounds. JP, I'm very happy to see how here in Manipur they're adapting some of the new rules. It's very refreshing to see the new rules applied all over the world being played here in the birth of polo.
Yeah, I agree. It's very interesting.
I have 30 seconds left. Phil Sellers on the ball. Phil Sellers sends a shot to the goal. Can't get the shot that he's looking for. Looks like it's going to be a foul. JP, looks like it's going to be an open goal penalty shot for England, for United Kingdom.
Correct. I believe it's a penalty number 3, open goal.
Phil Sargent's a now shot down the middle, and that'll be a score for United Kingdom, bringing the first chukka to an end. United Kingdom up by 3 goals.
Yeah, John I was saying that it is quite an experience for everyone who comes to Manipur to play. So as the US team has been coming for many, many years, when you were told that you would be going as a part of the US team, what was the first thing that struck your mind that you would be going to Manipur?
At first, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think my Uncle George was telling the truth. I thought he was messing with me, but when I found out it was real, I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. When I jumped on the opportunity, I was so excited to be a part of this great organization, this great event that you guys have going on here. I'm happy to be here, very happy to be here.
At the end of the first chukka, you have the United Kingdom 3, the India A yet to open an account. A wonderful match, a very exciting match in the first beginning. The Indian Navy team gave you a tough fight.
It's going to be a long but great polo match.
3-0. Scorer to second chakka the Sindhupiu. Scorer board to Chakarani gi amukta Sindhupiu hanba chakar loigre. The beginning of second chukka United Kingdom 3, and they are yet to open the account for them. Lengbirakli ba khoi khebiki mapong da mungna thamjage hayeng na banum ki tarik kun ga manga ahanba match punga bataba matam da haujagani Indian Navy amade Manipur Team B amade United Kingdom and the USA in the second round. We are looking forward to the match of the United Kingdom and the USA, both beginning with the letter U, United Kingdom, and United States of America, the very second round tomorrow.
Guys, can we please try to get the players back on the field as quickly as possible as it's getting dark, and we'd like to get the game off today, please. Okay, looks like we have a little tack timeout over there. We have last minute adjustments for the horses. The equipment is very important to be in the right position to play polo. Polo's played at very high speed, and you need to make sure that all the equipment is put on properly. And looks like the United Kingdom team is back on the field. Looks like we just need Harry back on the field. He's having last-minute adjustments, but looks like he's almost ready. Okay, looks like Will Boland's ready to throw the ball in. Ball gets left behind by Harry Tucker, and looks like we have a foul. This might be going in favor of the United Kingdom team. These penalty shots, even though the ball stands still, looks like it's a little bit harder to hit than it may seem like. We'll see. Who do you think is going to hit this penalty shot, JP? Looks like Phil Sellers teeing the ball up. Okay, umpire calls play. Yeah, you didn't. Phil Sellers sets a shot down the field, straight down the field, trying to go. Oh, can't quite make it out of there. Oh, nice hook there by the IPA team. Looks like Phil Sellers back on the play. Can't get the handle on it. And just sends the ball back to the field, but nice play in there by Harry Tucker. Harry Tucker can't get to the ball. Oh, unlucky there. Very unlucky for the Indian team. Phil Sellers sends the next shot, but it's picked up. Oh, but can't get it there. Look at Phil. Phil Seller on a breakaway. Sends it down the field. It's got George down the field. Yeah. Look at Palomino running hard. Looks like Phil's still on that ball. Phil still has it. Can he score? Oh, Oh, it's still in play, and George puts it back in the play, or looks like, or Harry. Yeah. It's one of the Tucker. Very nice teamwork there by the United Kingdom team. A lot of polos backing each other up, having to be the next player to that play. It's very, very important in polo. Go. Ball's back in play. Oh, nice play out of there by Phil. Phil comes out of there with it. Phil with nothing but the green in front of him. Phil taps it nicely. Oh, that ball takes an unlucky bounce. Looks like India's got control. India sends it across the goal. Looks like Phil's going to be there to take a back shot. Phil takes a back shot. Who's there to defend? Looks like Indians got it. Nice shot off the boards. Can't get the shot that I was looking for. Ball bounces funny. Back shot there by United Kingdom. But India's there first with the front. India sends a nice shot up the field. Who's going to get on the line? It looks like United Kingdom. Phil Sellers sends a nice back shot towards the goal. Is it going to go in? Not quite. Nice clear there by India. Nice shot off the field. Look at who's there to defend. Harry Tucker. Harry Tucker's got the back door closed. England can't get the ball on there. India sends it back up the field. Nice back shot there by Phil. Who's going to be there to pick it up? Looks like India's there first. Nice back shot there. Phil picks it up. Tries to send it back up to George. Who's going to get there first? Looks like India got there first. India clears it out of there. But looks like Jack Tucker's going to get there. Jack Tucker. Jack fighting hard for that ball. Trying to get that horse around. Looks at that ball. Who's going to come out of there with it? Nice neck shot there by Jack. Look at Phil fighting hard for that ball. Number 3 clears it. Nice back shot. Look at that. Oh. Looks like it's going to be a foul.
Looks like it's going to be a penalty shot from the center in favor of IPA. Umpires call play, and Saeed Harali is going to knock it in. Straight shot right down the middle. United Kingdom's there to pick it up. UK attacking the goal. Is it going to go? Oh, it's in, it's in. What a goal. 5-0 now. United Kingdom in the lead. Jack Tucker with that goal. Players line up back in the middle. The umpire throws the ball in. With a back by Phil Seller. India's there to pick it up and bring it back the other way. Umpires call a foul. Let's see what they call. Looks like it's going to be a penalty 3 in favor of IPA. Number 4 is going to take the shot, Saeed or Ali. Takes the shots up in the air. What a goal by number 4. Great goal. It's now 5-1. United Kingdom up 4 goals. United Kingdom sends the ball up. But India's there to hit it back, but United Kingdom gets it back. They take a shot on their goal. What a save by India. Umpires call foul. All right, it's going to be a center hit for India. Harali with a beautiful shot down the middle of the field. It's going towards the goal. It's going. Goal! What a goal by India A. Number 2, Santosh. What a goal.
The scoreboard showing India in 2 and United Kingdom 5. India Team B A picking up slowly. And that was a very beautiful goal by number 2, Santosh. And on umpires T. Pradeep Kumar. And Will. A nice shot by Chukka. 30 seconds to go. That is a white. The end of the second chukka, we have United Kingdom 5 and India A2. Hopefully, it will not be that dark. Let us see, the time is about 20 minutes to 4. We hopefully will be able to manage during the time. As I was saying, that we are very fortunate to be able to organize the 14th edition of the Manipur Polo International after a break of 2 years. 2 years owing to the unprecedented COVID-19. The last tournament we had was in the year 2019. Teams coming from Great Britain, England, USA, the IPA, Manipur. It was so fortunate that this year the relaxation of the COVID protocols have allowed foreign teams to visit Manipur. We have been in touch with a couple of polo playing nations in the world. Hopefully in the coming years we will be able to see exciting matches and players from different parts of the world. Hojik Chakkar Ani Losilapura Ladiba Golgi Pibam India A2 and United Kingdom 5. For the benefit of our viewers, the match tomorrow, the first match will begin at 1 p.m. the Indian Navy and India B. The second round we have the United Kingdom and the United States of America. Hayeng Chathari Bataraga Marisuba Manipur Polo International November Gitari Kungamanga Hayeng Nungtel Punga Mataba Matamda Indian Navy Amadi India B Manipur Punga Mataba Matamda Sanazagani Anisuba Ground United Kingdom Amadi United States of America Matang Sidna Taba Pangbigani.
Samaton ayang marching like a kuni hai ngang ching the kubam ya yang gui đi long gui sa câu ge nang mo ching lim sa cơ tu phong lam sa câu ge nang mo ching lim sa cơ tu phong lam sa hot samaton ayang marching like a kuni Samaton ayang Hawai thang pa point dalu mi puk mi hing ting dalu Dungaya sevana Samaton muthara kiba Malima sekaram no lai sem nung sem ya roi Tiana sim kiva koyong koi jinong dagi jing marting toy toy bana samanon ha kudo nating nandi puto na ba nating laurang su basa huye na lan so mayong sani lam jela kurup yang basa hot the samaton na yang marching like a kuni sa hot the samaton na yang Maitayna awabong amkiba Langoy nang ginapan na langam hirang titkiba Arambay gikutsuna Maitayna awabong amkiba Langoy nang ginapan na langam hirang titkiba Kunong saysak sayrola Ngasi pauba say tari Kunong saysak sayrola Ngasi pauba say tari Hata samato na yang Marjing lagi kuni sa Hata samato na yang
And we're back. India hits it up the field, and we have a nice run here. Harry backs out of bounds, and it'll be India's play. And India's advancing it up the field, being played closely, and a nice launch right towards goal. But England's there to defend. Doesn't quite go out of bounds, so they take a back shot. India's right in front of goal, and they put it through. Oh no, no goal. Just wide. Well, he's going to want that one back. UK brings it in. This man's wide open upfield, and he ball hops right over his mallet. India is in position to put it in offensively. And they tries to get tricky with it. Not sure why, and whistle's blown. United Kingdom takes a long shot up the field. There's teammate. B tries to make a nice defensive play, but the ball's hopping too much. And neither player swings at the ball, so there's no foul. We're going the other direction, and it goes out of bounds. Looks like the players are deliberating over who hit the ball out. Apparently England thinks it went out on a horse, but we'll see what the decision is. Jorge, what do you think of the game so far today?
I think it's a very interesting game. I'm hoping that England gets a little tired today so we can beat them tomorrow.
Likewise. What do you think, JP?
It's
it's a very close game, but I'm hoping the same. I'm hoping UK gets tired out by India A, and we're able to beat them very easily tomorrow. I'm hoping for that.
I think we're all in agreement. Anyways, UK puts a nice defensive shot right back upfield, catches out of the air, and UK's kind of caught flat-footed. Here comes India making a run towards goal. This is a lot of pressure, this one. Carrying it, trying to take a small tap. And here's India with one shot. It's rolling, and a nice clear by UK. India tries to push it right back towards the middle. It's in position. Who's going to get it? England takes it out. UK takes it out. Here, they're in the advance. Come at the field. Nice shot. India's in great position to make a defensive play. He decides, ball gets taken away, and here comes UK with an easy pushing towards the goal. So score will be 6-2, middle of the third chukka. In other sports news, the India A team has been named by ESPN magazine as the hottest team on horses. Second to the US.
I called you, Andy. I told you also. You have seen my saddle came now? Huh? It's a basic single courtesy. Come on, man. No, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. Okay. No one saw it. The umpire saw it. We just stopped. Yeah. Okay. We're all about safety. I agree to that. No need to get a tantrum.
Things seem to be getting a bit contentious. Looks like there will be an agreement of what the foul is, and we'll wait for a player to get back on his horse. Seems to be attack time.
What's happening inside? Do you know any? Do you have any clue?
नहीं, वो take it, take it. आज जान के हमारे साथ किया नहीं इन्होंने, सारे घोड़े निकाल दिए हमें हराने के लिए.
I'm just worried because it shouldn't get very dark. It will. And it just goes dark. It doesn't go very slowly. It just gets dark. Just remember the lull.
And we're back, and the UK tries to get a back shot, but it hops right onto the top of the mallet, and it kind of floats there. Here comes India in the advance, coming offensively, working it towards the sideline. It's going to roll out, so UK will have a chance to set up, put players in the offensive position, and here they go. Seems their tactics to hold a player behind, and this one's going to try to play with the ball a bit, leaves it for his backup, who takes playing a nice game here. UK backing each other up, and there's a foul on India. And UK puts it in. Players come back to the middle. Umpire makes it back and bowls it in. India has a clear by himself. Takes a shot up and it's going to try to get his player to chase it down. It looks like it's going to be just a tad bit too far. UK makes a run for it. Here comes India making a turn. Wow, great job on a difficult horse, trying to make a handy play, but here comes India, maybe just like a simple back shot to his teammate, and here's a chance for India to try and get closer. They're in the offensive zone. Can he get momentum and try to make a run for it? Nice positioning, but can't seem to execute. Looks like India again is going to have a golden opportunity to try and strike a one shot from afar.
One shot near, whistle, 60. It went between 60 and 40. It's a whistle. They have to stop the time. No, from here. So one shot. Yeah, from the side only. Put the ball over there. One shot, side go. Bahar gayi hai. Right, sure you are.
India takes a shot and actually gets a really nice bounce right towards the middle of the goal, and here they are. They're going to try and feed it through, but UK sneakily takes it away, hits it up to their teammate, and they might have a run for it if India misses. Nice back shot. Classic style of polo, quick gun and run. That's it for the third. We have one more chukka coming up, and UK's in advance, winning 7-2.
The last and fourth chukka match between the United Kingdom and the India A. The score showing 7-2, 7 for United Kingdom and 2 for India A. As a reminder, tomorrow, 25th of November, the first match will be between India Navy and India B, that is Manipur. The second match will be between United Kingdom and United States of America. The last and fourth chukka of the second match being played today. On the third day of the 14th Manipur Polo International, we are so lucky to have a team from US and the UK. The score, the last and final chukka, United Kingdom 7, India A 2. It's getting dark. Suppose it would be very difficult to see. I'm not quite sure whether the visibility is in favor of the match. I think, is it still okay to play on? It's quite okay. Another 10-15 minutes for the last chukka, if there are no interruptions. It's foul cold. Well, I suppose he's a very experienced player in the polo circuit. It would be 30-yard hit. Nick, can you see the number of the player? It's a little difficult for me from this distance. Number 3. Number 3 is Phil Seller. Number 3, Phil Seller from the UK, taking the 40-yard hit, and that is the 8th goal for United Kingdom. India A 2. Yeah, that is number 3, Phil Seller. The 8th goal for the United Kingdom. India A picking up many more days to come. The first match for India A. Phil Seller, Raleigh. Earlier in the previous matches that you had in Manipur, if the ball is out, it used to be generally a throw-in. Now the rule changed that if there is, that will be considered a foul and the opponent will take the shot. Major Raman, number 4, the team captain for the India A. Oh, that is a beautiful backhand set by Harry Tucker. Raleigh. Clock ticking away. The last and 4 chukka. The match between United Kingdom and the India A. Score 8-2. It's getting dark. Aman. It will be, I guess, a 60-yard hit. Deflected from the stick. Yeah. Measurement, taking a 60-yard hit. It's beautifully struck. I think yet again that is the third ball for India. Who scored? I couldn't see. It was in fact struck by number 2. would like to see the number. Just kindly turn your number towards the spectator. Would like to see the number who gave the wonderful score. Can I have the stick raised? Number 2, Jack Tucker. Clock ticking in the last checker, fourth and last checker of the match between United Kingdom and India A. Zaman, number 4, a team captain. Hur Ali, that is a beautiful back and try by Hur Ali, number 3, that's a goal by Hur Ali, number 3. 4, India A, 4, United Kingdom, 9. Hur Ali, number 3 for IPA. Oh, that was beautifully struck. Just missed it. To wide. Oh, that is the final gong. The last chukka, United Kingdom 9, India A 4. And for tomorrow, 25th of November at 1 p.m, we will see the match between Indian Navy and India B, Manipur. The United Kingdom and USA follows the next match.
Samton ayang marching like a kuni hai ngang ching the kubam ya yang goi di ba lang goi sa kau ge nang mo ching lim sa gal tu fang lam ba sa kau ge nang mo ching lim sa gal tu fang lam ba sa hat samton ayang marching like a kuni